Hi, my name is Eros Hyperbole, unfortunately, and I pretty much go through life unnoticed. I've always said you can tell a lot about a person with what their refrigerator looks like. So, this is my refrigerator. This is a poster of where I work, the accounting offices of Invisalign, also known as Hell. You know those invisible braces that make you look like you have gel gunk stuck on your teeth? Invisible my ass. My real passion in life are comics and superheroes. I like them like a lot, a whole lot, maybe a little too much at times. In fact, I always dreamed of being a superhero, which makes the dullness of my life even more tragic. Oh, can't forget that one. This is a picture of me when I was 2 months old, dressed as Superman. Cute, wasn't I? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. This is Aurelia. Beautiful, isn't she? Well, this isn't the best picture of her. She didn't know I was taking the picture. In fact, she didn't know I was in the vicinity. She's been my neighbor for 3 years. She's 2A, I'm 2B. She always wears these awkwardly buttoned long-sleeve shirts no matter how hot it is, and dark sunglasses. But like most of the world, she doesn't even acknowledge my existence. It's as if I'm not even there. Sometimes I even take her mail and pretend it was placed in my slot just so I have an excuse to knock on her door. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, so don't tell anyone. The story starts on June 15th. Oh, wait, no. This is definitely not the right day. Don't look at this. This is pretty embarrassing. Definitely not June 15th. The story starts on June 16th. Definitely June 16th. Everything was normal. I got home from work sulking about the misery that is my life while simultaneously feeling sorry for myself. You know those days where everything sucks? Well, that's every day. I made myself a well-balanced dinner accompanied by a glass of sugared milk. Gotta love some hormone-injected, mechanically separated chicken parts. Then it's off to my favorite part of the night. Some hardcore action in bed, you know what I'm talking about. Wonderwoman episode 34, oh yeah. And as usual after such intense, strenuous activity, I passed out. But that night, I had a strange dream. There I was in this black oblivion wearing my favorite t-shirt. In fact, I think I had a really cool hat on, like a glittered cowboy hat. No, maybe it was more like a Mexican sombrero type thing. No, that doesn't sound right either. Let's just forget about that. It's not relevant to the story. So, this black oblivion. All of a sudden, I saw these ominous figures. And there they were, Superman and Wonder Woman, but not exactly how I had expected them. They looked kind of on the old side, and Superman didn't even have a cape. It was pretty anticlimactic. I have to admit I was freaking out though. I think I almost peed, and maybe I did a little bit. And they weren't as nice as I had expected them to be. They didn't ask me how I was feeling about being stuck in a black oblivion with two pissed off superheroes. As soon as I sat down, they started telling me about their frustration. Apparently they had been planning their retirement. Something about a down payment for a condo in Florida. The problem was that they couldn't retire until they found new superheroes to fill their shoes. The superhero trade had lost its popularity. They thought it might have been because of the tight tights the men have to wear or the overly sexualized female costumes. So they even changed their uniform to something more minimalistic to go with the times. But not even simple t-shirts brought sufficient volunteers. Then came the moment of truth. It was at this point they asked me if I wanted to be a superhero. They said something about having the perfect superpower to go with my personality. All I would have to do was sign a contract and I would have the epic life I always wanted. So I didn't hesitate. This was my chance to become noticeable. I didn't read the fine print. I just signed it. I was expecting a moment of chit-chat, talk about something like Michael Jackson's death or Hillary Clinton's dress suits. But then everything went black. I guess superheroes aren't the chit-chatting type. When I woke up, there was the contract right underneath my Wonder Woman comic. I even had the uniform on, except it just said my name, no hint as to what my power would be. So I had to figure it out. I tried everything, and I mean everything. I even tried flying, but nothing worked. I needed to clear my head, figure things out. I needed a cigarette. As I was trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, figure out what power I could possibly have, my lighter failed me. I had no choice but to ask the most annoying guy in the building for a light. But he wouldn't reply. He didn't even do his usual 20-minute long response to the question, "How are you?" Nothing I did grabbed his attention. I even gave him the finger. A New Yorker plus a middle finger equals explosion, but nothing. Then Laura, my super, who I owed 2 months' rent to, came out and she didn't even give me the usual "I'm gonna kick the money out of your ass" talk. Then I asked myself, am I fucking invisible? And then I realized, I am fucking invisible. It all made sense. Superheroes had powers that related to their personality. I had hoped to become someone big, epic, noticeable, but instead I got an intensified version of myself. When I saw Aurelia, it just pushed me deeper into depression, knowing I lost the last sliver of a chance to be with her. But something strange happened. She looked at me, started asking me about my shirt, asking me if I was one of them. When I didn't understand, she started unbuttoning her jacket and revealed to me the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I think you can guess what happened next.